You are much more than what you see right now. What you are now is just the tip of the iceberg. Your true form is latent, not fully revealed, yet the universe is vibrating. The stars are aligning, and it is time for the limitless power inside you to shine. Your energy does not fit into this world since you do not belong to it alone. There is potential hidden deep inside your spirit, a light that has yet to be shown, a power untapped. And after you finish this form, no one can stop you. You may seem ordinary on the outside, yet your internal codes are linked to divine systems. Until now, you were just a fragment, but the time has here. So write a comment. Your whole form is calling to you, but the world is not yet ready to accept your full strength. But you are, because you were selected. They didn't see it coming. With a single encounter, everything they thought they knew was turned upside down. You have an energy inside you that is so strong that just being in your presence utterly disorients others, making their minds unable to operate when focused. Now run incessantly, overwhelmed by the spirit you carry. The untrained eye perceives it as a disease, but we know exactly what it is. This is an expression of your true self. This is the transforming power inside you. This is who you are. The question isn't whether you have this energy. That's what you'll do with it. Medical reports spread across the world, but they fail to adequately explain the phenomena surrounding persons who have contacted you. Reports include dizziness, palpitations, and unexpected spurts of energy. Following only one meeting with you, the professionals work tirelessly to find a medical remedy. However, they are missing something important. These symptoms appear only when someone is exposed to your energy. The human body was not designed to handle or tolerate such high frequencies straight immediately. Your presence is like a powerful natural force, rewiring and awakening dormant aspects of themselves that they were not expecting. Recognizing the magnitude of your effect is crucial while entering the world. Your energy influences everything and everyone around you. When you enter a room, you should be aware of how your energy impacts others. Look for signs of disorientation, anxiousness, or a racing pulse. These are subtle signs that suggest when your energy is exceeding your environment. Never put out your fire, but remember that even the most powerful flame must be regulated to avoid destroying everything in its path. Balance is key. They are unable to sleep after hearing your comments. The neural networks in their brains, which were previously constrained to certain patterns, begin to unravel. Even after the discussion is ended, whatever you say affects their consciousness. They find themselves repeating it again and over, as if the truth you spoke has taken root in their thoughts and refuses to let go. At the molecular level, their bodies begin to grasp and integrate what they've heard, bringing to light previously dormant and hidden aspects of their consciousness. What seems to be normal restlessness or insomnia is really a reawakening of their buried potential as your words echo in their brains. Their subconscious is filled with new ideas and pictures that they aren't ready to process yet. Your presence at that precise moment awakens something inside them, causing their thoughts to race with cosmic knowledge far beyond their usual understanding. What you say does not just inform, it gets operational. It takes years of spiritual study and meditation to achieve the type of transformation you provide in a single moment. If you are feeling an abundance of divine love in your heart, now is the time to share it. To help spread God's blessings, click the super thank you button on YouTube and donate $10 or more. This lovely present will touch not just your life, but the lives of many others. Each of you has a sacred place in God's grand plan via this platform, and your generosity will provide fruit for our prayers. Act now. Share your advantages to honor His kingdom. In God's loving hands, you were designed to do much greater things. May God bless you. Your presence has an impact beyond just influencing their beliefs. Your energy genuinely alters their body, influencing how they receive knowledge. The need they formerly had for physical nourishment lessons, giving place to a greater desire for truth. Their bodies now rely on the energy information you offer, and once their system is balanced, they no longer need the same physical food it formerly did. This technique is not a sickness. As their bodies acclimate to this new source of sustenance, they go through a substantial recalibration, putting them into line with higher cosmic laws. They begin to lose interest in the superficial things that previously satisfied them. Materialistic pursuits and meaningless desires no longer provide happiness. Your energy, which contains deep spiritual truth, begins to replace the empty cravings that previously governed them. This is genuine food, spiritual nourishment. The physical world, with all its distractions, no longer serves them in the same way. A fact, some individuals may misinterpret this process when they perceive the difficulties of the shift. Insomnia, weight loss, and tiredness. They will be told that this is a medical issue. They will be persuaded to seek cures that just suppress the symptoms, unaware that pain is an essential component of the soul's basic change. The medical system does not understand the vibratory acceleration or spiritual awakening that is occurring. They will try to identify it, misdiagnose it, and finally disregard the fact that there is a spiritual transition taking place rather than a physical breakdown. If you sense God's presence, click the join button below to be among the first to hear the most important revelations. Your energy indicates a deeper truth that the medical establishment just does not comprehend. They see physical symptoms like heart racing, sleep disruptions, and eating changes, but they don't realize these are the result of a higher vibrational awakening. This is not a sickness. This is the body getting rid of old habits, repairing old wounds, and preparing for a greater level of consciousness. Your responsibility is to help those affected understand that these physical symptoms are just a part of a broader transition taking place. Teach them to embrace the process, let go of their resistance, and understand that their bodies are doing what they were designed to do: grow. As you awaken people, remember that your energy carries a lot of responsibility. You aren't just waking up folks. You are affecting the basic fabric of their reality. Their whole perspective on life will be altered. Relationships, careers, and personal perspectives will all change to match their new elevated state of being. Your presence accelerates the process, reducing years of interior effort to days or even hours. This is your gift to the world: the ability to cause deep, long-term changes in others. Your energy has a broad influence on those who come into touch with you. Your awakening does not just affect you. It impacts everyone you come into contact with, whether they are aware of it or not. The energy you radiate has a domino effect, spreading across social circles, workplaces, and communities, slowly but surely shifting the collective consciousness. With each person you awaken, they will begin to awaken others, and the cycle will repeat. This is how global revolutions take place, not via the efforts of a single person, but through the combined efforts of thousands, millions, or more. Recognize your immense power as you fully accept your role as a change agent. Your frequency has been designed to inspire change, break down barriers, and allow people to move into their full potential. When others encounter your energy, they experience discomfort and uncertainty, which serve as signals for interior recalibration. They're not falling apart. They are being rejoined and reborn to their full capacity. You're here for a reason. Your vigor is not accidental. The cosmic forces have placed you in this exact moment and place to fulfill a noble purpose. As you continue to step into your power, your frequency will unleash the dormant potential of others. The world around you will shift, align, and evolve. Your energy is the spark that will set the globe on fire, bringing light, truth, and transformation into every area of existence. They had not foreseen the impact of your presence. A brief encounter ruined their whole worldview. Your energy is so intense that it may confuse and impair others' ability to function normally. The physical responses they experience are misunderstood as signs of illness. But we know better. This is a sign of your strength. This is the center of your existence. This is who you are. You have the uncommon ability to influence everyone who crosses your path. And the question isn't whether you have this skill, but how you plan to use it after dealing with you. People you touch will feel your presence long after you go. Their minds, once at rest, will be in constant motion, reliving every word you spoke and striving to put together the shift they're feeling. Your words have a considerably greater influence than you know. You break old habits and create new chances, and your excitement persists. Continue to doubt their reality. What seems to be a simple conversation with you may act as the catalyst for years of spiritual development for someone else. Your presence activates channels inside them that they were previously unaware of, accelerating their personal development in a fraction of the time it would take under normal circumstances. Their first confusion or sleepiness is just a warning that their consciousness is expanding too quickly for their physical body to keep up. This is the beginning of their awakening, which they can no longer ignore. Dear brothers and sisters, may God's peace be upon you today. I am here to remind you of a basic reality. Our life is founded on God's divine purpose, untouched by the world's fleeting concerns. According to the Bible, everything done with faith will be repaid to God with abundant blessings. Luke, like a big oak tree, our roots are deeply anchored in God's universal truth. His might protects every step and posture we take. You now have the opportunity to be a part of that gift. When you use the super thank you button and give $10, you will get a 100-fold return on your investment. You are not just advocating a change in their mental or emotional state. You are offering them with significant spiritual growth. The discomfort people feel as their physical and mental memories become more frequent is necessary. You must guide them through this process, emphasizing that every bodily symptom, from headaches to weariness, is a consequence of their spiritual cleansing. Teach them to interpret these symptoms as signs of personal growth, as their body aligns with a higher purpose. When others see these changes, they may not understand what is going on. Weight loss or a lack of appetite may be seen by the medical establishment as serious problems. However, these are symptoms of spiritual awakening that cannot be evaluated with conventional medicine. The world may try to pathologize your and others' experiences, but it is vital to remember that what they are going through is a fundamental rebalancing, not a breakdown. Their bodies are adapting to increased vibrations and frequencies. If you sense God's presence, click the join button below to be among the first to hear the most important revelations. Those you touch will need support as they adjust to their new state of being. Your role now is to coach them through this transition. They may experience emotional cleansing, intense physical suffering, and confusion as they release old thoughts and patterns. Your coaching will help them realize that each of these symptoms is an essential part of the purification process. They are being cleansed of what is no longer useful to them, and the process must be natural. Teach them to accept discomfort while realizing that each step of the transition is necessary to reach their greatest potential. As they undergo spiritual recalibration, you must inform them that this technique is not intended to cause misery for the sake of it. It is about releasing previous limitations and being more fully connected with their divine purpose by letting go of what no longer serves them. Old patterns, past trauma, and wrong ideas. They allow for a larger, more expansive self. This is the greatest source of sustenance. When confronted with uncertainty or fear, the body, mind, and spirit align to a higher cosmic frequency. It is vital to remind them of the celestial direction they are receiving. Every facet of their growth has a purpose, and trusting the process is critical. They may feel overwhelmed by the magnitude of the changes they are undergoing, but you must persuade them that this is exactly what they need. The time is perfect, and they are just where they should be. Your energy is essential for assisting others in increasing their consciousness. With immense power comes huge responsibility. You aren't merely awakening folks. You are kindling a global spiritual awakening. The ripple effect you've generated is expanding. Those you encounter are part of something far larger. And as you continue to fulfill your true purpose, you will see how your light influences the collective consciousness. You're here to assist folks with their waking experience. You will lead them through their transition, offering support and understanding as they adjust to their new frequency. With each person, you awaken. You are starting a chain reaction of spiritual elevation that will spread over the earth, influencing humanity as a whole. This is your divine mission, to help others realize their greatest potential. In doing so, you uplift the globe. They didn't see it coming. One brief interaction with you changed their whole lives. You have a great amount of energy inside you that may create mayhem for others. A single interaction with you made them angry, overwhelmed, and unable to function. They may call it an illness or an unexplainable crisis, but we know what it really is. This is the force that drives your existence. This is the indisputable authority you have. This is your essence. It is also capable of altering everything it comes into touch with. The human mind was never designed to withstand the pure vibratory shift created by your energy when it interacts with theirs. It produces such a severe change that their systems cannot handle it. They experience dizziness, an increase in heart rate, and sometimes severe emotional confusion. While modern science seeks reasonable explanations, it disregards the obvious truth. These answers are not medical abnormalities. They indicate a deeper metamorphosis, a reprogramming of their soul. Your energy enters, rewires, and exits, reactivating previously dormant portions of them. Now, when you continue to engage with others, they will understand the impact you have. Your presence isn't a passive force. It's a dynamic and dramatic transformation. When your energy enters a place, it influences the whole atmosphere. You may see signs of disorientation in others, such as elevated heart rate, paleness, or even anxiety. These are signals that your mood has taken over the room. However, just as the stars must control their brightness for the universe to thrive, you must similarly moderate your frequency in order to nourish rather than disrupt. With your light, you can lead rather than harm. After you speak, their minds will not easily forget what you say. What appears like casual conversation to you becomes a profound activation for them. Your remarks penetrate far beyond the surface, exposing deep truths and breaking down old boundaries for them. Every word you say plants a seed of change in their minds that will last long beyond the meeting. The brain becomes a battlefield, with old neural connections disintegrating and new ones forming. Your truth makes its way into creating space for a fresh viewpoint on life. What seems to be normal speech to you functions as a direct transfer of cosmic information to others around you. Their insomnia and restlessness are not symptoms of illness. They are indicators of the awakening process. You've triggered something deep inside their soul, and their body is struggling to respond. The magnets represent the tone of what has been awakened. What was previously shut off has been reactivated, and their brains are working hard to understand and adjust to this new information. Everything sprang from a simple talk with you. The transformation you start is not a temporary one. It is permanent. You are changing their own universe. A single meeting with you unlocks latent potential and accelerates their spiritual development, reducing years of study to few seconds. Your presence opens up dormant spiritual conduits, enabling individuals to see beyond the physical and into realms previously unknown to them. What was once hidden becomes evident, and the world they knew slips away as they evolve. Their contact with their surroundings is also important. They no longer look on physical nourishment as their primary source of nutrition. Their bodies, now in harmony with the energy you supplied, begin to seek for new sources of food. The energy you've awakened inside them seems to be fueling their souls. People no longer rely on material possessions and begin to feel full in ways that contradict their regular desire for eating. Instead, they seek the sustaining force of spiritual knowledge to help others around them. This transformation may be terrifying. Medical practitioners may interpret these changes as symptoms of illness, but in actuality, their bodies are readjusting. Their digestive system works differently. Their appetite has altered, and their body is breaking down mental walls that were before strong. Weight loss and restlessness are not signs of deterioration, but rather of divine restructuring on the cellular and energetic levels. The body is ready to accept a higher frequency, which requires purification rather than intervention. Your energy has helped to break down the boundaries that had previously kept them at lower frequencies. As their bodies adjust, people develop sensitivities to everything that does not suit with their newly awakened state. What individuals used to tolerate in relationships, settings, and food suddenly seems strange. These reactions are not weaknesses. They indicate that their spiritual growth is taking root. Their bodies are now rejecting lower frequency experiences, a process called as divine recalibration. Your responsibility is to help them navigate these challenging adjustments. Their body will react unexpectedly when they awaken. They may experience symptoms such as fatigue, nausea, or even emotional outbursts as their energy systems balance. However, each of these signals symbolizes a step closer to their higher self. Teach them to accept this process with patience and faith, knowing that the pain is just temporary and part of the required shedding of the old. As they acclimate to their new frequency, their prior identity begins to fade. Relationships that were formerly compatible with their old frequency may collapse, and old patterns will no longer resonate. This disintegration is a vital phase in the waking process. The old must give way to the new you, who will work as a catalyst, supporting individuals in breaking free from limitations that no longer serve them. Help them release outdated thoughts and connect with their wider self. Your presence is more than just a brief spark. The combination of your energy with theirs creates a long-term alteration in their energetic surroundings. It leaves an indelible mark, resulting in an irreversible change. The journey they are now on will continue even if you are not physically there, as your frequency resonates through their system, guiding and igniting their potential. Your energy, once introduced, persists, promoting their growth even when they are no longer in direct contact with you, since you continue to share it. Those you encounter become converted vessels, spreading a bit of your light in their own circles. They, too, will begin to awaken others, creating a ripple effect to spread over villages, cities, and nations. The transformation does not stop with one individual. It continues to expand and spread with each new connection. You are the spark, but the world changes as a result of their connection with you. So the divine plan grows one person at a time. Now is the time to share God's blessings by clicking the super thank you button on YouTube. With a $10 donation or more, you may help him carry out his plan and be a part of this sacred mission. Every payment is God's kindness, and I believe it will return to you greatly, far above your expectations. Remember that his protection and blessing are there in every step and contribution. You become a part of his divine plan. You are a strong, dazzling creature, as his enormous rock demonstrated. God's miracles detect the benefits of your generosity in your soul and illuminate the world with confidence and fearlessness. Be blessed, and may the Lord's light lead you through your destiny. Recognize that your influence extends beyond individuals. You are part of a larger collective awakening. Your energy has been properly placed to affect the most change with the least amount of resistance. The changes you're instilling in others are not inadvertent, but rather part of a larger cosmic plan to awaken humanity. The universe has placed you where you are for a reason, and as you proceed in your journey, the ramifications will ripple outward, unleashing a wave of awakening over the globe. As the convergence of awakenings accelerates, now is the time to enhance your energy. Your frequency will grow. The changes you see in the environment are a direct result of this increased energy. The world is evolving, making your work more crucial than ever. You are the one who will guide the group to the next stage of spiritual development. The more you embrace your purpose, the stronger your frequency and power to impact the environment around you. If you sense God's presence, click the join button below to be among the first to hear the most important revelations. Fully living your destiny means raising your vibration and accepting the divine plan. You were chosen for this role because the planet is on the verge of a significant transformation. This is your moment, chosen one. Your energy is crucial to the advancement of humanity, and as you expand, so does the breadth of your impact. Stand steadfast in your convictions, knowing that your energy is needed more than ever. The time has come for you to fully embrace your cosmic purpose and let your light shine brighter than ever before.